What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people ask me about the drill culture. A lot of people always say, Truth, can we get one of them powerful interviews? Today, I think I was lucky enough to get that opportunity. Big Deal gave me an opportunity to speak with him. Now, for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and where you're from, bro.
My name Big Deal, man. I am 63rd. I'm 63rd for real. I come 63rd over East.
Most definitely.
Well, it started off as a murder town, a ghost town. But now they calling it Drove City, and they got 1,000 names. But the original name over there, when my uncles and everybody else had it, was Rock Creek. Right. That was the oldest set over there.
You know, as far as like over East, I noticed it's a lot of different crews and names and things like that from out there.
It's like that because, like mainly if you do your homework behind those different names and them different sets, it's always was some young guy that was actually likable, right. Or he was either a little school guy or somebody loved him and he maybe got killed the wrong way or hurt the wrong way. So that mainly how those names come about.
Right. You know, I kind of want to jump right into this because I think you got a good perspective on things. Now, a lot of people don't know now. A lot do know you actually the father of FatShawty.
Oh, yeah, no question.
And I think that's important because, in my opinion, I'm a drill historian. I've been documenting the culture for a while. And I think FatShawty is like one of maybe 7 or 8 guys in the drill culture that became famous and don't rap.
Yeah. My son was before his time, man. You know what I mean? Like it's he was different because of his upbringing. You understand what I'm saying? He was taught to stay neutral.
Right.
You know, and stay out of it. So it's like his shortcoming is so devastating to so many people, man, because he wasn't what people expected. You understand what I'm saying? As far as with the drill culture.
So he wasn't a rapper though.
Not at all.
He just knew all the rappers.
Yeah, they grew up together. You know.
Was it hard raising a FatShawty?
Nah, it wasn't hard because he was a good kid. I mean, you know, his name Keon Houghton, man. You Google him, his academic record, man, is out the roof. Right. The man stayed on the honor roll, A's and B's. It's just as he got older, you know, like he hit the scene like a storm because he wasn't out there like that. You understand what I'm saying? So as he got older and he started coming around and, oh, that's such son. And you know how that goes. He started feeling it, started loving it. He already had the friends because they already was there. So, you know, he just took his place.
Was it weird seeing like a lot of videos about him out this passing? Did they kind of rub you the wrong way a little bit?
Oh yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way, but at the end of all of it, it's like they truth, somebody else truth, and then the truth. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be 3 sides dealing with this internet. So it's like the main thing is it's so hurtful to where it's that I couldn't really pay attention to it because I know the truth and I knew my son. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because I've seen, you know, a lot of stories about him and actually his friend G Skinny. You know, the internet has a way of putting things out and people just automatically believe it's true and things like that.
Right.
You know, the internet kind of made it seem like they had a battle or something. I don't want to get too deep into that, but is there anything you want to speak on that?
I'm gonna say this. They ain't had no battle because it's like Skinny, his birthday is in October as well as mine. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they all was kids. They all good kids, man. It's different paths. They did different things. Like, they paint pictures of the man, Skinny, like, he this, he that. I ain't got no ill feelings about Skinny. Skinny lost a daughter. He got a mama that love him just like I love my son. And I know this. You understand what I'm saying? So when they paint these pictures saying that they was mad at each other, they fought each other. Them all lies, man. It's just when you say things happen and it be mishaps and things that go left in a second, and it wasn't no thing where it's like it was no beef or they mad at each other, things like that. It's just, man, when you got outside entities that can aggravate situations, it changes to something else. And with this internet, man, it's like this internet killed more people than cancer. I don't care what nobody say, because of the lies and how they portrayed it. But no, they weren't enemies, man, and they ain't tell nobody nothing like that. That's why it's like I lost 2 sons that night. You understand what I'm saying? I can't. It's just something that. It's something that, like me and my wife, we talk about, we heard all the time. Like we never could understand it, because we can't point no finger to be like, for me to be mad at Skinny and then I'm mad, I'm hurt because my son gone, but I raised both of these little cats. This boy been in our house, been in our life for years. You know what I mean? His baby mama, his daughter, his baby mama, his daughter. So it's like I hurt for all of them. But when people, like nowadays how it is, it's like it's no more shared values, no more shared love. So you gotta bag off. You can't approach people, or you can't say, well, I'm sorry, or I feel this way, because you don't know how his mama feel. You don't know how nobody feel. Then the internet being the way they is, then my son mama feeling a certain way. So it's like, it's funny, but to clear the airways, man, no, they wasn't no enemies, man. So they can stop lying and stop saying that it wasn't about he told on nobody, all that. Man, it wasn't none of the sort. I'm going to leave it at that.
Right. I wanted to ask you that because the internet has a way of trying to make perception reality. And I try to tell people that just because you seen it on the internet don't mean it's true.
Nah, that part right there, if it was to the point to where it's that, I don't think they would have been around each other. Right. You understand what I'm saying? My son, he grown, so when a problem he can't handle, then he bring it to me. And I'm gonna talk him and walk him through it. So if they say a problem like that, I can't see that. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not gonna touch it like that. But in the situation, nobody won in that situation.
That's true. You know what, while we on this, I want to ask you another question, and I think this kind of, I think this is a deep question now. It's kind of like a line straddler, but I'm going to ask you this question because I got you in front of this camera. I want to be honest with the fans, but I'm going to ask you this, and I'm going to ask you this without being policey, but I am going to ask you this. Where do all the distance stuff come from? Where do all that come from? I know it always been rap battles, but the Chicago rap battles feel and seem a little different.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm gonna give it to you real, all the way real. What people don't understand is like with the Chicago battle on the lick, you gotta understand this, man. One thing about Chicago, this is a gangster town. Right. It's a trend-setting town. And when I say gangster, I ain't saying gangster cyberism. I'm saying as a gangster mentality. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like everybody looking at a way out to eat and to make it different. So they looking for this 5 minutes of fame. And the dissing seems to be feasible. You understand what I'm saying? It's like if you got talent, don't sell no more. It's the blood sport. You got to be talking about F this dude, or you got to be talking about I'm going to kill this dude, or I'm going to do this, because if you look at the music, it all sounds the same, bro.
Talent don't sell
no more. No, it don't sell no more. It don't. I mean, if you really look at it, it's like 20 years from now, who going to be the next Marvin Gaye? Who going to be the next Teddy Pendergrass? You understand what I'm saying? Who gonna be the next Sammy Davis Jr.? Who gonna carry that torch? It's actually over with. If you look at the drill culture, if you ask me per se about the drill culture killed our culture. If you ask me.
Nobody never really said that, and I get it though.
I mean, because my thing is this. If drill been around since when? 2000 what? 7, 8?
Okay. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I'll just say 13.
Okay.
Right. Tell me what good came from it. Who's still living? From the start to the finish. I bet you we can count more bodies than we can count people that's millionaires or people that profit from it. Only people that profit from it is the people that really invested in it, that really didn't want to do nothing. But the gentrification is in full throttle. You got to think about it. You got to look at people that's hungry, man. You understand what I'm saying? These people is hungry. These kids, where we come from, where we live, it's food deserts. You got one stove that they got, it's a hole in the wall, and they selling these kids everything that they wouldn't eat. Or they selling these kids everything that's either secondhand, like, you know, maybe they went and bought it from Jules or whatever else it is because it's old or whatever else it is. So if they figure they could disrespect somebody and they gonna get 100,000 or 50,000, it's a way out, bro. So why wouldn't it be? Even if you know, if I say this or I do this, man, it's a chance I'm gonna die. But I'm gonna take this chance because I'm dying anyway. So just think about it though, honestly though.
That's great. You know what, while we on that, I want to stay on this question. I don't want to fly past that because you kind of just wigged me out with some of the stuff you were saying. And it's kind of like the same thing, Dale. In your opinion, did the internet exploit like your neighborhood?
Yeah, the internet tore my neighborhood down.
It did.
Tore my neighborhood down because it's like the internet made things bigger than what they was and made individuals bigger than what they was. Like, I look at these stories on the internet, man. I ain't gonna drop no names, and they be saying he's a killer or she was a killer, she this and that. And I'm looking like, man, these people with me every day. You know, we see these people every day. So how is these people doing all these killings and they doing all this? And then, I mean, if you really look at it, if you go to the internet and you read something on the internet or you watch one of these stories, it's telling you word for word, play for play, detail to detail, who did what, who shot what, who killed what. How is these people in the jail? If these facts and these what these people really did, because ain't no statute of limitation on murder.
Right.
So if there's any truth to this, then come on, man. The internet pump it up, beef it up, make it to be something that it ain't. And people was actually taking these risks, taking these chances to do what they feel they gotta do because they figure a light gonna turn into money.
Ooh, talk that shit, Dale.
I mean, I just gotta keep it real. If you want, you want to talk, we gonna talk real. We ain't. I'm 48. I ain't no kid. I done had my runs through the park. I know how it go.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, the way you said it. A lot of people, you know, a lot of young men come in front of this camera, they do keep it real with me now. But, you know, some don't want to get too in depth now like that, you know. The thing is this, it's like, it's not that I'm in debt, it's just me. Right. In depth about it, it's just me. Like, I jumped off the porch at 13, bro. You understand what I'm saying? As my kids, like FatShawty and my other kids, I start seeing them getting older and they start catching the real me. Because my kids never knew who I was or what I'd done. What real man want his child to be like him and he knowing what he doing ain't right, ain't righteous. You want your child to be better than you. And that's why I'm crushed. You understand what I'm saying? I lost my son at 26. Right. My son had a bright future. He wasn't no dummy. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I changed my life and I changed my ways so he'll see better and do better. That's why I told you, like, when I sent you what I said, I was like, post it because I want people to see that it's cool to change what they call our culture. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's
it's cool. It's cool to change what we call our culture, because one thing I want to say to you, and I want all these rappers and everybody else to think about: how is it that you honor the dead and not the living?
Explain that to me.
What I mean by you under the dead and not the living is this. When an individual is dead, deceased, his debts are no more. He no longer breathing. He no longer here. He's here in spirit and memory. But you going to go kill something that's living, that can still change, that can still do something different, that can still be a positive individual in society. You going to destroy him and kill him over somebody that you never going to get back? That's why I don't understand when they say the get back game. You could kill a whole zip code. The person that's gone, you'll never get them back. So you lying to yourself. It's about humility. And that's what these young boys don't know. But who to teach it? You hungry. You get a couple dollars. You do what you know.
That's real. Now, that's some real shit right there. You know, you said 63rd when we first started talking. How was it before the rap? It wasn't always like that, was it?
No. It wasn't like
it was
we fought over real estate. Right. It was unity. It always was unity, but we fought. If we fought, it was about some money. You understand what I'm saying? It was get off my block, get away from here. We doing this, or get away from here. We doing this because it was more about feeding your family, and we wouldn't lose our lives, or we wouldn't put our lives on the chopping block unless it was detrimental to stop our flow to our families, far as feeding our families. How we used to battle or fight. We gonna go get the best car. We gonna go get the baddest girl. Right. That's how we challenge each other. If we got into it with each other, we gonna get into it with each other. You gonna see me tomorrow. I might got a Benz. Or you might see me, I might went and got me a Rolex, or I might went and bought this building. Or I'm gonna be like, all right, get like me. Not, I'm gonna go get my gun and I'm gonna kill you. You understand what I'm saying? It's all the way different. But who teaching them this? Nobody. They doing what they know.
Yeah. What about the drill music? Because a lot of people tell me, I hear some people tell me, that's what causing the problem. Is that true or not?
It's all the way true.
All the drill music? Man,
it's all the way true. The whole thing is, I want to ask a question. What is drill music? Everybody music sound the same. You can put listen, hands down, I got a top 5, top 6. Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Pop, Jeezy, Gotti, one more. I do Ross. Drill music, I can't cope to it. I can't understand it. My son used to love Rod Wave. He loved him because he sung a sad song. Right. He was going through so much, he lost so much. Right. But as far as drill music, if you play everybody's song, just take their name out of it and play it. Is everybody shot the op, popped the cop, the Glock got the drum, the bop got the bop. You just got to beat. So when you say drill music, it started off where people actually could rap. You understand what I'm saying? They actually have bars. They could go. Now, man, all you need to do is get shot and be able to tell who you shot and who all got shot. And you gotta diss everybody on the block. You rich after that. You drill crazy. After that, you just crazy. So to me, drill music, I don't listen to it. I don't deal with it at all. I respect them because the reason why I respect the artists now and that's coming up, because the disconnect is we don't want to respect that they the new kings. We don't want to step into I ain't gonna say we because I do. I salute them because they got a chance to change things, but they have to understand that they kings now. They got to step into that, to where they understand and where they know, like, okay, I could do this. I could make this. I could make this happen. I could do this happen. But until they step into the fact that they the new kings, they the new uncles, they the new aunties, they not never. It's gonna be drill music. It's gonna be kill. It's gonna be death.
In that order.
Am I lying? It's proven itself.
Yeah, that's facts. You know what? You didn't see a lot of stuff going on. You didn't see the drill culture. I got a question I want to ask you. I don't want to kind of step out of line, but I do want to ask you this though, because I hear a lot about like Jarrow City,
Right.
a lot about like Parkway Garden,
Right.
a lot about 63rd. You know, the internet loves that neighborhood. Internet, thousands of documentaries and stories on that neighborhood.
You know why?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. What is the allure with over there?
Death.
Oh.
It's like a blood sport, man. It's like a bloody soap opera. If you look at it, it's a bloody soap opera. If you go through it anywhere through the world, 63rd is the Mecca. It's where gangs started at. You had Jeff Ford, which Chief Malik. I'm a gangster, but he's still my chief because I respect kings.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You got David Boxdale.
Right.
Started with the disciples. You got Larry Hoover. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You got trendsetters that came from 63rd to come up and do that. L. Rookins, Black P. Stones. You got trendsetters. You understand what I'm saying? So 63rd is really like the birth of it. Dude went to L.A. and started what they was, the Pyrus. He come from Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? You just had to dig deep into it to really understand. So the most stories and the most genocide and the most problems, it all stems from that. Like I said, like Joe City. Man, Sergio was a peaceful guy. He wasn't no gangbanger, the man that put you in the man of Kanye West when Kanye West had sense. You know, he was dressed, wear his little mohawk and this little thing. Cool, jobless. Baby on the way. He doing what he got to do to make ends meet. Jarrow. It's just that people, the internet, blow it up to make it be things that made it be different and made it be in disbelief. Same thing with the gangs. When gangs started in the 60s, before I got here, it was a Black Power movement. It wasn't to destroy the neighborhood, destroy the people. That's when the negative get fed into it. And the internet do more negative feed than anything. Like now, it's gonna be a lot of people gonna be mad. They gonna, oh man, we gonna be this. Man, I'm gonna say the real. I'm gonna say the truth. I ain't no here to play. I ain't no here to lie. Man, like I say, man, keep everything real. I can go sit in the room with anybody because I don't have that problem. I know what an opposition is to me. Opposition is anybody that poses a threat to you. If you look at what's going on in the world today, you got people fighting each other in these cliques. You know why? Ain't no discipline. Ain't no rules. Ain't no guidelines, man. Rules, guidelines, and discipline. Rules and guidelines almost kind of sound the same, but the guidelines is detailing what the rules are. With those, anything gonna crumble, man. Cause anything go. Like they use the word backdoor. No, that's a 2021, 22 word. Keep backdoor what it really is. You a snake. Don't clean that up. Don't clean that up.
Don't clean that up.
Ain't no such thing as you a backdoor and throwing alley-oops. No, you a snake.
Right.
Call you what you is. You a snake. You know, they put backdoor on to clean it up. You a snake. You a rat. You lowest of the lowest. Because how do you snake your own people? Excuse me. How do you snake your own people?
No, that's real.
So call it what it is. Don't be, they backdoored them, man. It's the cool thing now. No, you snaked your homie.
Right.
you ratted your man.
Right.
You know, don't clean them words up.
Exactly. You know, I ain't gonna hold you too long now, but I do have a few more questions I want to ask.
I'm good, bro. This has been a long time coming, man.
You know, in this city, they didn't had a lot of people that kind of spoke on the culture. The great Zach TV was the guy that spoke on the culture a lot. You know, it's a lot about Chicago that I learned from Zach TV. You know, I moved away from this place about 10, 11 years ago. What is this thing about bloggers out here? Why don't people really like interviewers and bloggers and things like that?
First, I'm gonna say this: rest in peace, Zach TV. You know how me and Zach met?
Okay, so you did meet that.
Yeah, it's my man. Come sit down all that. Rest in peace, Zach. Zach was a kingmaker too. I can't speak on what really happened to him. I just know it's sad. I don't know. I ain't speaking on nothing I don't know about. I don't do that. But the thing about how me and Zach met, because Zach would do interviews and he would show the background, like show what people had, and see like how you doing it different. I like how you know, it's in the clothes, it's different. Ain't nobody knowing, you can't nobody seeing people yet, you know. So it's like he was learning, but Zach was cold with it, cause Zach gave you what it was right there. You understand what I'm saying? And we first had words when we first met. You know what I mean? Because my thing, like the first interview he did, I think it was with rest in peace L.A. Capone, and what's the other little guy that was with him? He locked up, yeah. But if you see what they was rapping about, I'm at you. Now you say you down with, you know, you look back at the Zach thing, and you do. So that was one of his first interviews.
Okay, in that alley.
Okay. What was those young guys rapping about?
I think they was talking about like catching an op or something like
No, sir. That was not their rap.
It wasn't?
They was rapping about 50-cent cakes.
Okay.
Go back to it.
Okay.
My man gonna eat, it's something to the 12. We gonna eat 50-cent cakes. We gonna do, it wasn't about ops.
Right.
It wasn't about cops killing no ops.
Right.
They was rapping about the talent that they had. See, the op thing came about when people started blowing and taking off. That's what I mean by blowing, when they started getting deals. Keith blew, Reese and them blew, Dirk blew, different people blew. JoJo, he trying to blow. He want to start a diss movement. He want to do this, he want to do that. These kids, man, that caused havoc on the city, not knowing what they doing, but all they was trying to do was eat. So people I don't like bloggers because they lie. Like, see, you come here, but how could somebody, I just seen Jamaican people talk about my son, I just seen people all in London. How'd you dictate what go on in Chicago from London? You let people tell you something, you put it out there, you get a view, because it's the sport. If we put something positive out, man, we gonna get 1 or 2 views. But if we talk about killing or somebody dying or somebody being hurt, we gonna get 1 million, man, because it's a blood sport.
When does it come like that, though? When the drill hit, that's when it came like that?
Yeah, the money. No, not when the drill hit. Because if you think back, when the drill hit and they first took off, Chicago artists couldn't get a deal.
Right, it was hard to come out and get any type of recognition out of it.
From Chicago.
Yeah.
You remember the record companies didn't even want to book you as an artist or sign you with a deal because it was a risk. They thought you was going to die.
Right.
Till it started being marketable and it started making the money, they had to take the risk. Some of them even put the insurance on you. You understand what I'm saying? It's marketable. Everybody make money off us, damn but us. We don't own no cemetery. We don't own no funeral home. We don't own no gas station. We don't own the clothes, the last clothes we gonna buy, they gonna put you in. We don't own none of that. But what we do, we keep it flowing because we gonna keep them bodies rolling. You understand what I'm saying? We gonna take every little dollar that we get and and we gonna put it in the Gucci store, or we gonna put it in the jewelry store and different that. So it's marketable, it's feasible. So why not put that little money in that and let it trickle down, and it cause the death, the havoc, and everything that it caused, and the big bucks roll away.
That's crazy, man.
Why not? I mean, you don't have to do slavery no more. You don't have to do none of that. We enslave ourselves every day. Because how could you hate a person that much about words?
Right.
These words now.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. Especially when you put it like that, you know?
It's the truth, though, bro.
Yeah.
I dedicate my life. I'm a violence interrupter. That's what I do. I try to catch violence on the front end. I work for Project Hood. That's Pastor Corey Brooks.
That's hard, though, ain't it?
It's hard when you don't
Talking to the young people.
No, it's hard when you disconnect from the situation. Young people is not hard to talk to. You just gotta have something that they want to listen to and deal with.
Right.
Period. It's just like with your son. It's just like my son. If you think my son want to hear something I'm talking about, he talking about he hungry, he wants a pizza or something.
Right.
First I gotta go get this pizza.
Right.
Like FatShawty. That little nigga been eating. Hey, he was 2. He going to McDonald's eating 2 double cheeseburgers and a fry. So you think he want to hear something I'm talking about if he ain't ate first?
Right.
So it's just like the little guys. One thing I do to them, I don't talk at them, I talk to them.
Right.
And the main thing I do when I enter the room, I'm talking with you now. It's most talking I do. I do more listening than I do talking.
Right.
Because they need to be heard. Like how could you understand a person's problem if you telling him his problem? You ain't going through what he going through because you don't know. Man, they want to give up on the little guys. I'll never do it. They're the next kings, and ain't nobody gonna never change that in my mind. They're the next kings, man. They just need to be taught. See, it's like you got grown niggas out here still messing with little kids. They chasing Shawty them girlfriend. They looking like, oh, I ain't respecting these niggas. These niggas don't even want me to have my own girlfriend.
Right.
You had your turn, move around. That's where the disrespect come from.
That's real, though.
I'm just saying, you.
Yeah, it's your turn, move around.
Hey, bro, I ran when I could. Look like I'm doing some running now. But I gotta respect. You gotta respect these kids. You can't look at them like, oh, Shawty ain't on that. He on that. You look up, your head way over there. Because he already mad, he hungry, you in his business, he this and that. When a lot of times a simple conversation could mail a lot of stuff down. It's just the approach. Ain't nobody gonna never tell me I can't talk to them. I'm gonna try. Man, what we need to do? Respect, bro. It's respect.
That's real. You know, one of the last things I want to ask you, man. You know FbgDuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing Duck, man. Duck, and my son and I've been doing Duck, man. When Duck, he couldn't fit his clothes. He was a tall little guy. He was serious about one thing I can say about Duck, he did what he said he was gonna do with that rap thing, man. The man told me. First time I met him, like, man, I'm gonna be rich, man. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna change this rap thing. Duck had talent though. Duck could rap. He just slid off and to the dissing thing, and I get it. Cause the dissing came from them being hurt, man. People don't realize for real hurt people, man. They being hurt. Seeing their friends die, they young. You see your friend, you funeral at the funeral. They deaf, you start hearing the pain in their music. Then they get a check for it. Oh man, it's time 10 now.
Right.
We really gonna get disrespect. Why I tell me like, look man, you know you was a little rough that time with what you said. Hey man, they doing it too. You look up, now everybody throwing it, everybody saying it. So now what you gotta do, you gotta live by it. You just can't keep talking it, because the internet gonna put you to the test. Man, I'm gonna kill it. Now you gotta do it.
Right.
Don't put yourself in that position. You know what I mean? Mama's hurt. How many people hurt? How many people actually died about drill? One day when you ain't doing nothing, you take you a good Sunday, just count and look at it. Just look at it for real. Like, what happened to the idea of get the money and get out?
That's what it used to be.
Not get the money to die. Not, I guess 50 said get rich or die trying.
That's crazy though.
I ain't gonna die trying to do nothing.
Most definitely. Now I think you done goddamn it came through, man, and gave a lot of good game on there. A lot of people charge for that kind of game you just gave them. Yeah, no shipping and handling and none of that, you know.
Nah, I ain't gonna charge because I love my people. And I love what you doing because you putting yourself in a position to where it's that you could be a kingmaker as well. Because ain't no telling how many of these young guys gonna get in front of this camera, or these young ladies get in front of these cameras and get the exposure that they need to push them the right way. I just hope that they don't feel like dishing and drill is the only way that they can eat. It's people out here that still want raw talent. We just got to get away from it. You understand what I'm saying? Just look at that word op. That's a Chicago word. I don't care what nobody say. They could try to play what they want to play. But you got Drake was, when they were saying ops, he was still playing Degrassi. Wheelchair Jimmy. Drake, how you got ops now? I'm serious. Everybody got ops. You rich. I ain't taking that from Drake. You know what I mean? Drake got a couple cuts I like. But what I'm saying, why do you have an op now? Why is it feasible for everybody to get op? But that's a Chicago word. So look how much influence Chicago got.
A lot.
So imagine, just think about this though. I want to put this out there. I want you to push this. Imagine how a song would sound with Dirt, Cash, and Zoo on it. Oh my God.
I should go high.
Oh my God. Imagine how much money they'll make. And let's don't leave Louis out. Bars.
Right.
Imagine them. Just the Crips and Bloods did it in the early 80s, 90s. And they killed more people than cancer too. But they got together, they had a CD. It was a Blood side and a Crip side. Then they did songs together.
That's dope.
So imagine if they put aside everything that they can't change and become multi-millionaires just off their voice. They the new kings. They all kings. They just got to step into it. See, that's where the humility come in at.
Right.
Like my mentor, like I ain't trust me, I got rough edges. Man, Pastor Bush, that's my mentor, man. He taught me, the main thing he taught me and I love him for, and I want to send my condolences out to him because he lost his mama last night. But I'm going to say this. He taught me a word called humility. And a lot of people need to learn what that word is, man. Because humility will save your life, man. You understand what I'm saying? But just imagine if these people that they think supposed to be at everybody here. If you go to Atlanta, look at Atlanta. You been in Atlanta lately? Mm-hmm. How many times you go in Atlanta club, they playing Chicago music?
No, I ain't never been in the club. I ain't been in Atlanta though.
I'm just saying, they play a lot of artists.
Right, they bumping all the ATL.
Now, when you let them know Chicago in the building, they'll start playing it. But until then, they push each other. That's why they all rich. At the crib, we ain't doing it because everybody's so scared of that word that they trying to make a popular good word like cool, backdoor. Who gonna come somewhere and you backdooring?
Right, facts.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. But just imagine if they all put a verse together.
That'd be cold.
Oh my God. Who can stop it? Who can stop it?
That'd be cold. And that's the idea that you guys should probably think about. I know it's a lot going on. It'd be hard. But.
Man, who could stop it, man? Who could stop it? Just imagine if Old Block did a mix CD with STL, or Dirt did a mixtape with STL and whoever else they want to say, or even if it just goes so far, Dirt did a song with whoever they said he having problems with, or any of them guys, they sat down and they hashed it out. I ain't saying go be friends and shake hands and do this, but I'm saying for the culture, to change the culture, to show people that what the main idea should be about is getting your family out, getting you some money, and living. Because one thing we ain't doing, ain't none of us getting out of this alive. So why not live the best? I don't want no $1 million and I can enjoy it. I'm doing that. My head on the swivel. I can't enjoy it. So all my hard work is in vain.
True.
Man, y'all get together and make that right. Who gonna try y'all?
Facts.
Honestly, who gonna try them?
Now that's deep.
If they sat down and they made a pact, well, look, we gonna get this money, we gonna do this music, this is what we gonna do. Who could drive a wedge in between that? Who could stop that? Who could change them? And they go back to what I said they are. Kings, man. They got to step into them being kings, bro. Because that's what they is.
Right. Don't really care about what nobody say or none of that.
They kings, bro.
Right.
They kings. Herbo, all of them. Like I said, the thing you did with him and what was that supposed to be, his cousin or whatever? What was the little guy name?
I'm not sure. I think you might be talking about another guy who did the interview with them.
You ain't do that where
No, that was 16, but that was a dope interview though.
I think it's supposed to be with his cousin or something.
Yeah.
Saying that he ain't buying some of this and that.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. As a man, and I ain't taking them, I ain't taking them Herb because that ain't my business. I don't get other people's business. My son knew Herb and them too. You know what I mean? My cousin, Little Billy, that's his man. You know what I mean? So it's ties around all of them. All them boys is tied and related somewhere down the line. There's some bloodline in there.
Right.
As a man, if you ain't wrote another man rap, or you ain't helped him get his check, man, he don't owe you nothing. So don't look at him to owe you nothing. Now him being from the hood, if he ain't break bread with you when y'all was broke, I would never expect him to break bread with me when he get no money. Because a man with money come with problems. He don't have time to sit back and think about, I need to reach back. Because what he try to do, he try to protect his money, and he trying to keep getting some money. And he also living his life. So you got to remember, he put his pants on every day like you do. So maybe he need a pull-up and not on the internet. Get up with him. Hey, bro, we hurting, man. You know what I mean? You say that you was here, you know how that go. I guarantee you'll get a better result out of him. If he any kind of man, that's any man. I ain't talking about her.
Right. No,
and I ain't talking about Cairo. I don't know them. I don't know their situation.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying. And what I never do, I ain't gonna get on the internet and add none of my people out. I ain't adding nobody out. If I get mad at you, I'd rather call you. Look, man, I don't like what you did. Right. I ain't gonna humiliate you on this stand because now you bag me up in a wall where I gotta do something.
Right.
I might not even be that type of guy.
But that shit push you into it.
I gotta show the world this nigga to show it off. You know? So,
real shit. Any advice for some upcoming artists out here? You know a lot of upcoming rappers. You know a lot of people involved in the culture. You know, and I think you got a good mindset. OG, you'll get somebody some advice.
Yeah. Keep your faith in God and stay to your talent, man. Stay to what you believe. Sometimes it take a little longer for others to blow, but in your heart, if you stay true to what you do, you gonna go. You gonna go. It can't be stopped. It's about faith in God, man. If you keep that, can't nothing stop you, man. It can't. So don't taint yourself for that 5 seconds of fame. Don't get on there and you saying F this dude and F that. Change the culture. Somebody stand to be different. You gotta stand to be different, bro. So if you coming up in this music world, be different. Make you a party joint. Give these people something to dance to. What happened to them no more? You go in the club, you got to. If you ain't into nobody, you think you is after you get the Glock, pop the ball. You be like, wait a minute. So to me, aspiring artists, do what's in your heart. Cause a lot of these artists ain't no shooters and killers, no way. So make the music about what you really about. Then you get the best out of you. That's what I would do. If I was an upcoming artist, I'm gonna do what I'm good at. I'm not gonna fabricate nothing. I'm not gonna make nothing. Cause sooner or later, you gonna get caught with the makeup off. Now they got to show that you ain't who you say you is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you coming up, you do what you doing. I know it's rough, it's hard. Get your little side job till you take off, man.
Right.
But the internet is a give and a curse. It killed a lot of people, but it can make a lot of people too, depending on what you do with it, how you use it.
That's honest, true. I appreciate speaking with you, Big Deal.
Oh man, I had to do it for you, man. We've been talking, and then you ain't, I watched the interviews, man. You ain't never bashed my son. Cause anybody bash my son, man, I got a problem with him. I'm calling him personally. I'm gonna find their name. I don't care if you're in Tokyo. I'm gonna get up with you. Believe me, I know somebody in Tokyo.
Yeah, I
so
man,
I love what you're doing, and I support it. You know what I mean? It's just, even with you, man, keep up the good work, man, and don't taint yourself. I know sometimes it get rough. Everybody have bad days, man. So don't taint yourself, man. Keep doing what you gotta do, and anytime you need me, hit me, man.
Most definitely. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. Love, OG. I appreciate that.
Oh, man, ain't no question, man.
Gonna let me get a pic with you?
Yeah, what's up?
Okay. Yeah.